you know, unfortunately, we don't have a typical management business culture in Africa, right? Management is still vague. We have a style that we identified that is a cultural style of what we call Ubuntu. Ubuntu is a principle, and that's actually a specificity of the African society, and that is, I only exist if you exist. So what we call communitarian style, right? But it's not philosophically linked directly to a management education or a business education. It's the way we are. We live in communities. We have no credibility as an individual, as opposed to individualistic kind of style that you find in the West. All right? And that's a good thing, and it's a detrimental thing at the same time. I'm going to explain myself. It's a good thing because if we apply management principles based on this Ubuntu style, it would work beautifully in Africa. But the thing is, it's detrimental because we are using Western style, Western content, in trying to solve cultural problems we have in Africa. And that goes back to the importance of creating our own content. We cannot teach HR the same way as it is taught in the West. Okay, I spent in a state called Colorado in the United States, where I spent 15 years of my life. The labor law there says that an employer can fire an employee on the spot without any, what do we call that? I can't think of a word right now. Without any notice, without any previous notice, okay? And an employee could actually leave the company, I quit and I go. Okay, that's pretty much the mentality in the West. And then this employee would actually go elsewhere and find a job within 2 months, 3 months, based on the system that allows them to actually get unemployment for a while, get some, help to find the skills to find another job and stuff like that. Now, when you actually go and fire someone in an African country, you're not firing a person. You're firing a family, a small family and a big family. Sometimes you find one person working for 10 people. So you're creating a social problem. So are we going to teach HR principles and labor law the same way in our countries as we teach in USA or in the West? Impossible. So we have, to go back to your question, we have a certain social order. We have a certain culture that is based on a communitarian style, okay? And that is based on, I only exist if you exist. That is based on, we need to work in a family kind of setup, not corporate kind of, mentality. And that's how things work in Africa. But it has a drawback of, again, not having any systems in place in our enterprises. And systems are what allows a company to grow from being a family enterprise, family business, into a regional and international corporate business.